Welcome back with a new math tutorial. This video we are talking about negative exponent. At the first we will start revising all of the formula that we know about the exponent. We said before if we need to multiply a to the power m times a to the power n, now we have the same base. So just write the base without any change, then we add the power. So it will be a to the power m plus n. But if we need to divide a power m divided by a to the power n, the answer now will be equals a power m minus n. So in multiplication, we just add the power. In division, we will subtract the power. That's only if they have the same base. Now suppose that we have power of the power. So we have a to the power m, all raised to the power n. All what we have to do, just we will multiply the power. So it will be a to the power m times n. Now we'll use the distributive property for the power. A times b all to the power m. So the answer now will be equals a to the power m times b to the power n. Now we will talk about the negative. But before we start, we will say that we have x raised to the power 0. For any number raised to the power 0, the answer will be equals to 1. But this number is not equal to 0. Suppose that we have 5 to the power 0. It will be equals to 1. Whatever this number will be positive or negative fraction or decimal raised to the power 0, the answer will be equals to 1. But this number cannot be equal to 0. Now for any number raised to the negative power, all what we have to do, just we will change the position. If this number written in numerator, so it will be written in denominator. Suppose that we have 7 to the power negative 3. So it will be equals 1 over 7 to the power 3. In this problem, we need to write each expression using the positive exponent. In question number 1, we have 6 to the power negative 3. So it will be equals 1 over 6 to the power 3. Once we have a negative power, change the position, write a positive power. A to the power negative 5. So it will be 1 over a to the power 5. 7 to the power negative 2. So it will be equals 1 over 7 to the power 2. 5 raised to the power 0. We said before, any number raised to the power 0, the answer now will be equals to 1. And this number cannot be equal to 0. So we can say 0 to the power 0 equals to 1. b to the power negative 4. So it will be equals 1 over b to the power 4. m to the power negative 3. So the answer now will be equals 1 over m to the power 3. In this problem, we need to write each fraction as an expression using a negative exponent other than negative 1. We need to write the exponent with a power not equals to negative 1. So on question number 19, we have 1 over 5 to the power 2. So the answer now, if we need to write with a negative power, so it will be 5 to the power negative 2. If the power is positive and you need to write with a negative, change the position. If that's written up, it will be written down. If that's down, it will be written up. Now we have 1 over 36. We know that 36 is equal to 6 raised to the power 2. So the answer now would be equals 6 to the power negative 2. Because we need to use a power not equals to negative 1. 1 over 8 to the power 3. So it will be equals 8 to the power negative 3. 1 over c to the power 5. So it will be c to the power negative 5. If that's written down with a positive power, it will be up with a negative. If that's up with negative, it will be down with positive. Now also we have 1 over 4. We know that 4 is equals to 2 to the power 2. Now we have 1 over 2 to the power 2. So the answer now will be equals 2 to the power negative 2. 1 over 27. At the first, we know that 27 is equal to 3 raised to the power 3. So it will be equals 3 to the power negative 3. Once we have a positive power down, it will be negative up. In this problem, we need to write each decimal at the power of 10. If you remember when we have 100, 1000, 10,000, just we count the 0 and write the power. Also, we have here the same. We have 0.001. All what we have to do, just we will write 10. Once we have a decimal, the power now will be negative. We have 3 digits at the right of the decimal, so it will be to the power negative 3. By the same, we have 0.1. Just write 10. There is only 1 digit at the right of the decimal, so it will be power negative 1. 0.01. Just we write 10. There is 2 digits at the right of the decimal, so the power now will be equals to negative 2. In question number 34, we have 3 digits at the right of the decimal, so it will be equals 10 to the power negative 3. By the same in question number 35, there is 10 digits at the right of the decimal, so it will be equals 10 to the power negative 10. If the number is decimal, so the power will be negative. If we have 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on, the power will be positive by counting the zero. For 36, we have 5 digits at the right of the decimal, so it will be 10 raised to the power negative 5. In this problem, we need to simplify each expression. 5 to the power 3 times 5 to the power negative 2. Now, because we will multiply, we will subtract. So we'll write 5. 3 plus negative 5 equals to negative 2. But 5 to the power negative 2 is not the simplest form, because the simplest form will not use a negative power. So it will be equals 1 over 5 to the power 2. Again, we have w to the power negative 1 over w to the power negative 4. So it will be equal. We will write w. Because we will divide, so we'll subtract the power. Negative 1 minus negative 4, it will be equal to 3. The power is positive, so it will be the simplest form. In question 39, 3 to the power negative 8 times 3 to the power 2. We will write 3, then we will add the power, so it will be negative 6. Now we have 3 to the power negative 6 is not the simplest form, because the power is negative, so it will be 1 over 3 to the power 6. N to the power 9 times n to the power negative 4. Now they have the same base, which is n, and we will multiply, so we'll add the power. 9 plus negative 4, it will be equals to 5. The power is positive, it means that will be the simplest form. In question 41, we have 11 to the power 2 divided by 11 to the power 4. We will write 11. 2 minus 4, it will be equals to negative 2, because we divide, so we'll subtract the power. Now the power is negative, so it's not the simplest form, so the simplest form now will be 1 over 11 to the power 2. b to the power negative 4 divided by b to the power negative 7. They have the same base, which is b. Now we will subtract. Negative 4 minus negative 7, it will be equal to 3. And that's how can we simplify the expression if we have positive or negative power.